Okay, we are now streaming live via Facebook for our group meditation class here at Gilda's Club. Thank you all for joining us, and I apologize that we're getting started a few minutes late. Thanks for your patience. We are trying out new technology in this time of the need for social distancing to make sure that we're still being able to offer quality support to our members while they are at home. So I am going to be quiet now and just turn things over to Angela.
So do I need to unmute or I'm good?
Your mic's up, you're good to go.
Everybody can hear me? Hi, everybody. Wow, what a crazy time we're in. I hope everybody's feeling good, but if you're not, that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to talk about the feeling of fear and panic can really overwhelm us, and very quickly, especially since that's all of this is on top of everybody's mind, and that's what everybody's sharing on the news and all of the daily changes that are happening. It's really easy to get lost in the stories and lose our sense of presence and peace. So feel free to hop on the chat if you can and share if you feel comfortable. Like how are you doing? What is it that you're feeling? I'm going to lead us through some helpful regulating exercises, because this is a time of where people can feel really dysregulated, and by that just meaning out of sorts, feeling a lot of stress. And the one thing I know about meditation, and I try to share this with you, but it's really worth repeating, is that when we meditate, what we're doing is activating the CEO of our brain, the executive functioning of the brain. And we're also putting our body in the relaxation response. And the opposite of that is sort of the fear control center of the brain, which puts us in the stress response. And when we start to feel feelings like panic, worry, stress, we know that we're in the stress response in our nervous system. And you may be yourself may be experiencing the effects of stress. You may not be sleeping as well. You may be a little confused, feeling confused. You may be lack of energy. And that's not good for us, especially this group, because it suppresses our immune system. When we are in the stress response for longer than we're really intended to be, our immunity is compromised. So it's really important to find ways to bring our body and our mind back into the relaxation response. And we can do that by meditation and these simple practices. So I'd like you just to take a moment and look around at your surroundings. And this is something you can do anytime you're feeling the need. Just stop what you're doing and look around and start to notice where you are. One thing that happens when we get stressed is that we get caught in the stories of our heads. We actually leave our body and enter into thinking. And that disconnection is a problem. So this is a way to come back, bring our mind back into the body, just by looking around, engaging your sense of sight, and looking around and noticing what you see. So where am I right now? You can ask yourself. And just take note, just look around, scan the room, and make a mental note. Okay, I'm in my living room. I can see outside my window. I can see it's about noon. It's kind of overcast. I see that my comfortable chair. Just take a moment and do this for yourself, and I'll let you do that silently. So just noticing where we are. Super simple. And now that you've sort of shifted from the mind and you're bringing the mind into the body, it's a good time to start to notice yourself breathing. And you can bring your attention to right under your nose, to the top of your lip. You can keep your eyes open for this. Just start to notice your very own breath. Now, if you're super stressed and you're in the heat of a stressful time, this may actually feel a little bit activating in your nervous system. You may actually feel a little more anxiety. And if that's happening, here's what you do. This is a way to help you bridge the gap between the anxiety that's happening in the nervous system and your physical body and what's in this moment. So we're going to hold our hands up like this, and we're going to just mimic our breath with our hands. So however you're breathing right now is fine. But on the inhale, expand the hands. And then on the exhale, bring them together. Kind of notice where your breathing's at. We're not trying to breathe any certain way. We're just looking for the hands to mimic the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. Now, if this is feeling okay, and you're feeling good with this, feeling less activated or not activated at all, you can actually expand the hands, and then your breath will naturally follow. So this is a way to deepen the breath and get it into the belly. And by the way, if you notice your breathing is in your chest, this is more activating to your nervous system than if it's in your belly. So that's another thing to know. I can calm myself down by bringing my breath down into the belly. So let's keep doing the breathing with the hands. Okay, very good. This is a way that we can be with ourselves and our breath exactly as it is. There's no judgment, and it's also a way to regulate ourselves. If we're feeling activated, anxious, to bring ourselves, to regulate ourselves, bring our nervous system down a few notches, and switch over to the relaxation response. So now I'd like you to close your eyes and just make sure you're really comfortable. Comfort is really key in any meditation that you do. And again, just keeping your awareness right under your nose and your breaths deep in your belly. If that's feeling okay, just continue to notice your own breath. Coming in and going out. If at any time you feel like you want to open your eyes, please do that. Otherwise, let's keep our eyes closed. Paying attention to the inhales and the exhales. Feeling our belly expand and contract. Just noticing how your body's feeling right now. If there's any tension, go ahead and direct your attention and your breath to those areas. And letting them relax. Noticing where your attention is right now. Maybe it's bouncing around. Maybe it's a little challenging to stay with the breath. That's okay. Take a minute now and ask yourself, where am I? Am I in the moment? Am I with my breath? Am I feeling peace in my body? Or am I feeling a little sadness or anxiety? How am I feeling? And just allow yourself to be with whatever answer arises, with whatever feeling arises. To be present for whatever is happening, like you would be present with a good friend. Remembering that if we're feeling sadness, grief, despair, maybe noticing that, maybe you'll notice that the thoughts you're having are somewhere in the past. Just bringing awareness to that allows you to shift. We're not judging our experience, we're simply attending to it. And if you're feeling anxiety, worry, notice that. And maybe you'll notice your thoughts have been more in the uncertain future. Tending to that and letting it shift. The antidote to anxiety and sadness is not pretending that it's not there. So again, treating yourself with exquisite kindness as you would a beloved friend, tending to what's arising in you right now. Staying connected to the breath, feeling the body, noticing how your body's feeling. Also noticing the body seated wherever it is, feeling rooted and safe. Now ask yourself a question. What do I need right now? Again, just staying with the breath, letting the mind rest on the breath, letting the body relax with each inhale and exhale. What do I need right now? And again, treating yourself with kindness, no judgment. Giving yourself permission to acknowledge and receive what you need. During these difficult times, many people will feel like there's not enough. Fear can lead us to believe that we're not safe, there's not enough. So I invite you to notice those, bring to mind what those things that you feel like you really need, whether it's more peace, whether it's connection, whether it's health, feeling healthy and well. I invite you to notice in your mind's eye, in your imagination, where you have those things already. Where do you find peace? In your house, in your kids, in your loved ones? Where do you have it right now? Maybe you feel like there's just not going to be enough of something for all of us to get through this time. And that can be scary. So let's think about perhaps where there is enough. Enough fresh air, perhaps. Enough opportunities to make a phone call and connect. Enough clean water, enough outdoor space. And since our energy goes where our attention flows, our attention enlivens what we pay attention to. So the more you pay attention to what you do have, the more energy you're bringing to receive more, to notice more. And this is why gratitude is such a powerful practice. Noticing where you have plenty of something in your life and being grateful for it is very powerful. Let's continue noticing the breath coming in and out. Noticing what gratitude feels like in the body when we remember and connect to those things that we're grateful for. How does my body respond when I feel safe and secure and like there's enough? And I have so much to be grateful for right now. Connect to that feeling in the body. And again, we're not ignoring if we don't have those feelings, if those feelings don't come naturally and we're more feeling anxious or sad, it's okay. Those feelings can be there too. If your mind wanders away, just go ahead and bring it back to this moment, to the breath. The breath is the anchor to the present moment. This is why it's a great thing to focus on. Noticing how the body's feeling now. Let's shift our attention to the top of our head as we just really feel our bodies from the inside out. I want you to envision that there's a loved one, maybe a higher power, a guardian angel, somebody you love in your life is standing beside you. And they have a beautiful pitcher in their hand, a vessel. And they're pouring it over your head, and what's coming out and what's coming into your body is golden, warm light. They're filling you up with light. And as it just saturates you from the top of your head, you feel very relaxed and your muscles are softening. Your eyes are softening. Your temples are relaxing. Softens your cheeks and your jaw and your tongue and your neck. And the whole back of your head and neck is very warm and soft and relaxed. They just pour you, filling you with light. And you can sense it from the inside out. And now it's scanning and filling you up from the shoulders. You're feeling the tops and backs of your shoulders soften and release. And the light is just filling you up, relaxing your back, your middle back and lower back, all the way down to your seat. The whole inside of your torso is filling up with warm light. You can feel it across the top of your chest, across the front of your shoulders, spilling into your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands and fingers. And your loved one is still there, just filling you up. It's limitless, infinite warmth. You feel it in your heart center. Your heart is open and shining, activating peace and compassion and love, inspiration, creativity, right there in your heart center. You feel that warmth in your belly, in your hips, and you feel grounded and safe, but soft and relaxed. It's pouring into your thighs, your knees, your shins and calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. And it's pooling at your feet, this warm golden light. You're literally bathing in it. You're filled with it. You are it. Let's rest our attention in our heart center. You can put your hands over your heart if you'd like. Breathing in, breathing out. And repeat the following affirmations. I am safe. I am well. I am loved. I'm at peace. I am safe. I am well. I am loved. I'm at peace. One more time. I am safe. I am well. I am loved. I'm at peace. And let's imagine in our mind's eye that this light that we're filled with now is extending from within us, past our bodies, past our skin, extending out into the room, filling up the room with light. And it's not going to stop there. This is a powerful force. Let it extend beyond the walls of your home or wherever you are. Imagine it filling up your neighborhood. And then if you want to, you can imagine filling it up our community. All the hospitals, all the people still working in public, all of the kids, all of the elderly, all of the people who need it the most, people who are sick, people who are caring for the sick, the people who are paralyzed with fear, The people just trying to get through another day. Collectively, if we imagine this energy, this force, this light of love and peace in our world, it will be so. Our attention has power. So now why don't we extend that same blessing we just gave ourselves to everyone else, all beings, all sentient beings, by saying, may you be happy, may you be safe, may you be well, may you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be at peace. One more time. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be at peace. Just sit in this place of loving kindness for a few moments. Just sit here in silence together. Staying connected to this force that's within us, that's radiating out of us. Being anchored by the breath, supported by the body, and nurtured by love. And remember, if the mind wanders, just gently guide it back to the breath. Notice how your body feels now. Allow yourself to be with whatever's present. No judgment. Let's begin to hear the sounds in the room. Slowly bringing ourselves to the end of our practice. Noticing what there is to hear. And adjusting your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Before we open our eyes, remembering that we find what we look for. We want to find peace. Look for peace. We want to find joy. Look for joy. Fear and stress and anxiety are contagious, but so is love. So is joy. So is compassion. And we get to decide what we pay attention to, what we believe, and what we share with others. And when you're ready and there's no rush, just slowly, gradually open your eyes. Take in your surroundings, the new sense of wonder. Here I am, in this body, in this place, and in this time. And remember, you can always come back to peace in your body if you're feeling anxious and stressed. And if you need to regulate, if you're feeling particularly panicky, the breathing with the hands is very helpful. So I encourage you to try that. And also, don't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious, but then again, some of us feel like we can do it all our own selves, as my son likes to say. I do it my own self. Well, we need each other, and I want you to know I'm here for you if you need me. If you need to talk, you need some tips, you need a friend, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love you, and take care. Be sweet to yourself. And we'll see you soon.
I think we'll go ahead and stop the live stream portion. And if any of those who are watching this via Zoom or on the phone, we'll open up real quick in case you have any questions. So one moment while I